Hello everybody, welcome back to Building in Vanilla, and we are here at Wicked Springs. It is a modded location you can find on Bethesda.net. I showed that in the first one. We are going to try and do some vanilla building here. I've scrapped as much as I think I want to scrap. I'm not sure about the boxes and stuff like that because some of those might come in handy for setting up some of the environment. So I'm going to leave those in until I get to that area. But first things first, we need a place to wait while we are doing things. And let's just toss this guy out for when it starts getting dark. But before we do that, we're just going to look around the area and see if we can't get an idea. I threw out the possibility of a robot factory type of thing because we're close to where you would produce a whole lot of food. So what can we do as far as a factory goes? Well, obviously we could place them right here. I'm not sure how big their hitbox is as far as how many we can get into a specific area, whether or not they can be rug glitched in or anything like that. I would assume that those things snap. Now, instead of just assuming, we can... Hi, man. Could you not do the thing that you're trying to do and follow me around and stuff? Let us... Let's see, just out here really quick. Keep forgetting I can't run in this mode. It's probably going to be food, just because that makes the most sense. So let's toss this out. A builder is used to create objects out of objects in its inventory. You can now place objects into it directly and attach it to a conveyor to feed items into it automatically. The builder would continue to create objects as long as it has the power and the required objects or components in its inventory. To change what the builder creates, use the terminal connected to the same power grid. Okay, so we're also going to need a terminal. Okay, and it does snap. Okay, so... And we need a terminal attached to it. Okay. It is starting to get a little dark. Let's rest, and then we'll start figuring this thing out. Because I need to figure out what all needs to be attached to it in order to create stuff. I've never really picked with these, played with these, tried to figure these things out. I've seen videos a long time ago about how these things work, but I don't know for sure anymore. Never really had much of a use for them in the base game, to be honest with you. I just kind of scavenged so much stuff, it really didn't matter. Okay, it needs a terminal. Is that under miscellaneous? Yeah. So, we've got a terminal, we need a power source. How much power do you take? 1. You take 5. So, one of these big mama jammas right there. Okay, now how does this thing work precisely? Food processor control. Blanco mac and cheese, cram, fancy lad snack cakes, pork and beans, potato crisp, Salisbury steak, sugar bombs, and yum yum deviled eggs. So what does it take to make these? Does it tell me? Razor grain, carrots, purified water, and plastic. Okay. What about... corn, Brahmin meat, silk beans, plastic. Just out of curiosity. Corn, razor grain, and plastic. Okay, so in order to make this immersive, these are the kinds of things that you would probably grow over there in Abernathy. You would focus on planting these things. Whatever it is that you decided to actually grow, so... or whatever you wanted to build. Okay, so that's the thing we need. We need a feeder. Right? Conveyor belts, miscellaneous. It's a hopper. Drops collected inventory out of the bottom when powered. A sorter, conveyor storage, vacuum hopper. I'm getting myself in way over my head. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Oh, conveyor belts. These. Could I, out of curiosity... Oh, it's almost the right height. I mean, there's not really a place I could... Well, there's a hole right there. I mean, there's a possibility of being able to set something up there. Can these things be moved with a... Did I still have a pole out here? No, I want to see this, whether or not it can be elevated or sunk down with a... with one of these. Just out of curiosity, do you work with this? You do. Okay, but now that's also going to affect things. If I were to, I don't know, sink it, and then I was to take a... just a basic conveyor belt, and... for some reason you are not... Okay. You're gonna do the thing where you don't want to bring the thing up. Okay. Hit a couple of buttons. Bring it back up. There we go. Okay, so you'll still snap. Okay, so in here on this floor, I can get a little bit of leniency with the height. Oh. That opens up possibilities. Okay. I could actually make a dropper come down from there. I mean, why, I don't know, other than it would probably look cool. From, say, here, if I wanted to put part of the factory over here. Okay. Alright, so if we're producing this, and I want to... Okay, so this is just going to drop things out of it. If I wanted to have any number... What? Okay, any number of things coming out of there. Alright, so this is the storage objects for... And this is the vacuum. Put items out of an adjacent container when powered. Okay, so this is the thing I need to pull it out of a container. So if I wanted to put a container over here... Okay, let's see how this makes sense. Alright, if they were to bring in a carriage from over there, it would probably be better if they like cleared out some trees and just made a straightaway, but you know, whatever. I can't do that, so if they were to bring it here and drop it off, there would need a building with a container that would actually extract it from that and move it. Is there an opening on this side? There is an opening on this side. And there's an opening on this side. Okay. If I was going to pull it, let's see, from a container. Okay. Let's set this thing out, because I need to know its size. This is storage. So this is a final product. Okay. This is what my final stuff is going to be. Let's go stick that over there. Okay. And so a container area, and this would pull storage if I was bringing it in. First off, this would need a little bit of defense, but it would come in and probably set up to, I don't know, how big do you say those carriages are? Probably a 4x4 area, and then a building. You don't have to run out here. I'm thinking. It's going to take a minute. I'm taking my time with this. Okay, so we're going to go with completely warehouse. We'll add in some extra textures or something else along with that. But the warehouse seems to have the most spongy floors, so we're going to go with those. Okay, and we're going to go with about here, about there. Maybe a 2x2 would be fine. A 2x2 for them to park the carriages in? You're in my way. and go over here. A 2x2, a 4x4, a something. Okay, this isn't going to let anything touch it. So if I want to do defenses, I need to, first off, I'm probably going to have to scrap that. I am sorry to say. Okay, let's take these and move them to as close as... Oh, okay. You are spongy as heck. All right. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. All right, now if I was to use... All right, these are going to be robots protecting it. They're going to need something a little bit sturdier than scaffolding. Probably. Maybe. I guess it all depends on what I build them with. Is that centered? Okay. We could do turrets. The turrets, it doesn't matter if it's just scaffolding. Something like right here. Actually, let's do this. Let's make sure they're kind of even. Let's move you guys out of the way right quick. Let's put you, and... how many is that? It's like... I don't know. 2? That way. 2-ish. Snap you there. Let's see. Let's try this. I need to see more of it. Hang on. Ah! I'm stuck. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, that's not really what I wanted you to do. But alright. If and you insist. Alright, let's see if that's enough height to get an idea of where everything is. No. I want you to... Okay, well, let's do this. Let's bring you out there. Bring you back in. Probably gonna need a controller for this because this is just gonna be all kinds of messed up. Okay. Alright. Yeah, too wide. Okay. Just set you right there because this is not even. And you can be moved over here. Out of the way. I want to work on the entrance today. Let's move you approximately right there and grab a hold to this. Give. Okay. And then still not even. Okay. Grab the center. Alright, and I'm gonna try for as close to even as possible. There's probably another way I could have done this that might have been a little bit easier. Okay, I think that's about even. And raised as high as I possibly can. Is that about even? I feel like it needs to go over just like a touch. Oh, man. Oh, where's my cord? Alright, pull out the controller so I can get a little bit more fine-tuning on this. go. And... okay. Does that look about even? You know what? I actually know a way I can do this that doesn't require all that and me guessing. If I can get one of them lined up... hang on. If I can get one of them lined up... yeah, because see, that's not very even right there. Let me... no, don't scrap. Don't. Don't scrap. So right there. Okay, see, that would not have been even at all. If I can get you lined up proper and at the proper height. Alright, let's check this. You are touching the bar. You are not quite touching the bar. Is that about right? Yeah. And you are as close in as I can get without going over. Alright. Nope, 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 nope. There you go. And then take that and take these. Nope. There you go. And now take that. Alright, so not quite. Not quite even. And definitely not level. It's curved. And okay. And it comes out a little bit. Oh, can I close this and possibly offer a little bit more flexibility here? Nope. Nope. No, no, no. God. Turn! Okay. Then take that one, move it for a second, and... no. 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 There you... no. There you go. No, give me that. Okay. That looks about even. Now, am I okay with that? There's plenty of room. Okay, is anything floating? Nothing is floating! Yes, I did it! Okay. Now then, to get this in. Alright. Evened out. What am I standing up against? Ah. Now you're in the way. Go, dadgummits. Okay. Alright. And these, want it pretty close to the ground. I don't mind if eventually this stuff comes through. As a matter of fact, should I try and go for that? The slightly sunk look. I don't know. Let's see how that looks when we add some more in. That was a whole lot of work to try and just get the entranceway in, but it will definitely help. Okay, so there's the entranceway. Now, what? Oh God almighty. Why does that? It doesn't look even. Hang on. Yeah, it's just... dadgummit. Open! Open! The gate. Thank you. Okay. Seriously? Stop. Oh, open, open, open. Okay. Not what I meant to do. Give me this. Come on! Alright, that looks a little bit better. Now, the intake, which is this thing right here, needs to go somewhere over here, like this. Somewhere over there, inside some sort of a building. And that... Does this pull up or take down, is my question. I'm sure there's probably one for each, and it'll depend on which way the conveyors are going. But if I was to send it this way, to drop down through here, and it's even, isn't it? It's even. That might make it a little bit more difficult if there was another opening somewhere. Because that pole is in the way. And can I scrap that door? No. No, 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 no. Can I put a conveyor through that door? Possibly? I mean, this is gonna affect how we go in and out of the building. Okay, if I want it to go in through there and out through there, then I have no idea how this is going to work, but, I mean, I can build buildings around additional conveyors. It doesn't have to be all in that building. As a matter of fact, I think the whole building would look really cool if the conveyors just went everywhere and it made absolutely no sense. Okay, so... if I was going to bring them in through there, where do I need to have these conveyors? Let's just take this and test it. Okay, I cannot put it through that door. And for some reason it doesn't want to sit in this doorway. It'll sit that way. What is stopping it from being here, though? I don't know. Okay, if I take it from there... You know what? We're just going to take it, and it's going to do its own thing. Eventually, we'll have a finished product, and wherever that finished product is, it will be housed somewhere over here, possibly for pickup. Sounds legitimate to me. So we need like a small building for storage here. A vacuum hopper. Now, there's not a container. Conveyor storage. Stores objects delivered by a conveyor belt. Vacuum hopper pulls it out of an adjacent container. Okay. So, small container, or any container? How does that work? Is it any container? As long as it's put adjacent to it? So, let's do another floor here. Right there. And it's probably going to have to be wide enough the conveyor can go on there. So, about right there. Let's just throw a container over there and see how this works. Is that just any container? Can I have a table with a container on it? It seems kind of weird that it would just be just a random container. I don't know. Can it pull out of more than one container? I don't know. And, oh, hang on. We're gonna need... Let's go ahead and put a conveyor here. I'm gonna have to store something in there in order to see if it's pulling it out. So... manufacturing... Okay, let's plop that on there. Let's get another power source. We're going to play around with power sources. It's probably going to take a lot of power to build this whole thing, but I need to know how this actually works, because I kind of want it to, you know, work. Okay, so if I was to put... yeah. Give me the container. If I was to put, I don't know, all of this blood leaf there... Okay, now it's taking the blood leaf out. Woo! Turn off. Okay. What happens if you put more than one container there, though? With different stuff. Does it mix it on there? Mutant dog meat. Okay. So, I've got... So, I can't access the bottom one anymore? Okay, 49 and 11. Now, if I turn this back on... Does it pull from both? Looks like it's still pulling from the original container. Okay. Now, is it not doing this one because it's above the ground and it's not actually on the ground? Okay. Yes, it could. Now, okay, so maybe just because there was two containers there and it only recognized the first one that I put down. Okay, so this could be a storage room, but only really one container is going to work. No, store it. Store it. Store it. Give me the wire. Okay. Alright, so... Let's do another floor. Okay, just one more floor. So I can move this back a little bit. And if it's gonna look like a proper storeroom, I probably should make it just the teensiest bit bigger. Like that. And have some walls. And have this actually coming out of the room. So what we need is some walls here. Let's go for this one. And I don't know, turn that one. And then a door. Nope. There. Maybe a window on that part. Window on that part. We can do a door here. To there. Now, how to get this through a door? Okay, why are you not doing the thing? Hang on. Oh, it's very picky about where it's going to go now. But why? Okay. There. Okay. But that will snap. Can I put a door here? No. Can I put... What about one of these doors here? Not really. What about these? Well, let me do it that way. I mean, that could work. Not really what I was wanting to do, but, I mean, I guess that will work. That there. And you're not gonna let me snap you. Okay, apparently this is not completely even, but that's fine. What if I do something like... Yeah, that'll work. So... Just to mix up the textures, do that. Is that sitting right? Just sit over there for a second. I don't think that's the right one. There we go. And that one. Okay, and that gives us an option for a roof that will probably wind up being very, very basic. And just stick to the basics here. Okay. Okay, basic room. We just have to make sure that the container that we are using is going to be sitting right here. I can put other containers in here for the actual warehouse area. That's fine. So, I'm gonna need power in here. I'm gonna pull it in from over there, attach it up there. Okay, that'll work. That will work. I'm probably gonna need a major power source. What am I missing for being able to make a big generator? Because it's gonna take a lot of electricity. Science 4. Science 4. Let's see. Perk tree. Science 4. I don't actually have any perks right now. Where is Science 4? Okay, I have the levels to do it. Just not... Oh, I have maxed out intelligence, so I'm not too far away. I might have to do some leveling prior to finishing this, but that's fine. I can run off and do some leveling really quick. Okay. Alright, so this is the first building. If I was going to take it from here, where the drop-off is, where do I go with it? Hold on. Let's go up there and see whether or not I can place any things up here, because there's not a walkway on that side. I'm probably gonna need a walkway over there. Okay. Dude, stop following me! Stop following me! Okay. Floors. Gonna need some floors over here. Okay, this is a good time for us to try the pillar fire glitch on top of that thing over there. Okay, take that. I'm gonna need a fireplace. This is the stuff that is of legends, guys. We are going to try fireplace on a pre-existing structure in here and see if that works. Let's put these over here. Over... Dadgummit. Okay, can I have the fireplace up here? Over here. There we go. And it does work. Nice. Okay. So, I'm gonna need you. Probably more over here. Alright, let's see whether or not this is going to work to start giving me a walkway. If I can get this one in place, I might be able to snap to it. Okay, well, dadgummit. I fell. I need rails. I was supposed to do it again. I'm stuck on something. Daggone it. Don't do the things. Okay, bring it closer to me, because obviously there's just not as much room in here as I would like. Okay, now are you as straight as I can get you? I can't tell. Okay, that, all of it disappears. That looks pretty good. That would be even better. Alright, it's not completely level, but I'm okay with that. It is a walkway. Okay, now can I snap to this at least one more? Okay. Like... You are just not wanting to go in like that, are you? But why? It's because it's tilted in. Can I use single pieces? Yeah, let me use single pieces. Okay. Alright, so if I was to take this out, and I should be able to go to full pieces now. Take that out to here. Can I now put, let's see, a conveyor up here for that to go into. Now I'm pretty sure I'm going to wind up getting these conveyors backwards and stuff, and I'll have to figure that out as I go. Do you, hold on, do you snap at the top? Yeah, you do. Okay. So if I can get this thing as close to the edge as possible, and it's getting dark. Okay. Can I get you to snap? No. Okay. I will probably have to place that by elevating it and then snap it to it. Okay, let's rest. Dude! Okay, let me see if I can get this part figured out. That way I can start planning the next part of it. Okay, let's take this and see about elevating it to where I need it to go. Let's free up a lot of this space. Okay, for now. Where'd my stick go? Okay. Alright, now what I need is for this thing to be elevated and as more or less in line with that thing as possible. And hopefully if I can get this in line with that, then I can snap that piece to this piece. Watch, I'm gonna wind up having the wrong section or something. Oh, that's not high enough. Okay. Okay. Try and get it as close to that one as possible, and it's not gonna do it. It's not quite tall enough, is it? I want to see you almost merge with that thing. Like there. Now, will you snap to that? Up there? You will. I'm pretty sure that's not the way it needs to go, but that's good to know. Why wouldn't it snap the other way, though? Because it's snapping now. What if... Okay, hang on. I got a better idea. Because I want this thing to be in line properly, maybe if I can squeeze it up against the edge, I can get it to actually sit there and look supported there. The whole thing doesn't look supported, but I need it to be as even as possible. If I can get this thing to go there, where's the pieces? Concrete? Give me the concrete. Okay. You know, honestly, I don't know which side snaps to it. Hang on. Okay, so... this is the side I need to pick up. Alright. I'm doing it. I'm figuring this thing out. Maybe. There's probably a lot of people who have already figured all of this stuff out. Get through the door! Okay, now... I can't really tell if that's even, though. It looks like it's going through the floor a little bit, but that's crooked, isn't it? You know what? This whole thing was to find out whether or not this is going to snap. Yes, it will. So if I can get that to look even here, that's actually almost even. Excuse me? Is there like a corner piece? Like a really sharp corner piece here? Not that one. Because this may not work at all unless I can push it in further. Oh, it's you. That lip needs to go over that. Alright, alright, alright. We will... we will figure that in the next episode. So far, we've got a start. We've got the start of the defense. We've got the entranceway. And we've got the very big, you know, the start of the conveyor belt mess that is probably going to be this place by the time I get done with it. I have no idea how, if I make robots, they're actually going to be able to move around here, because people will probably have a hard time moving around. But it's going to be fun either way, trying to figure out how this stuff works. Anyway, I'll see you next time. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you stay shiny.